Hello, and welcome to my first Unreal Engine tutorial. Today, we will be making existing animations more snappy to try and emulate more of an older game or PS1 style vibe, if you will. If you want to make your game look exactly like this, then make sure to subscribe and enable notifications, because I will be uploading a very detailed guide for it as soon as it's finished. I've already written it out, I just need to film the guide. But today I will just be showing you how to make your animations more snappy. For this tutorial you will be needing existing animations that you want to make more snappy and have Blender installed. Blender is free. I'll show you two examples here real quick, one without root motion and one with root motion. As you can see, it looks a little bit more choppy. Let me put this mesh on. Or, you haven't seen the original yet. Here's the original. And then here it is with some keyframes removed. And don't worry, you can specify how choppy you want it, how much keyframes you want to remove. And it's very easy, because I have a Blender script for it. Here's an attack. It's choppy, and then, or snappy, and then here's the normal one. And don't worry, the root motion works. It's just that it doesn't show up here. In the blend space. But as you can see here, we do have root motion after making the animation snappy. Anyways, go ahead and open up your project and go over to the folder that has your animation that you want to change. I'll be changing this one today. Right click, go over to asset location, actions, export. Then just give it a name. Just put a couple twos behind it. I might have that already saved. Then in these options, make sure they're all the same, except for either if your animation does not have root motion, which basically means it doesn't move around in the animation, your character stays in the same place, then keep this unchecked. If, for example, like I just showed you in the last animation, if it moves during the attack, then you need to enable this to export the root animation to Blender. This right here for Blender 2.4.8, I think I have. This was the recommended FBX export compatibility. But if you have a newer version of Blender, then you might need to select a different one. So look it up on Google or download the same version of Blender as me. And then you should be good to go. Alright, if these settings are all the same, you can go ahead and hit export. Then let's open up Blender. Be opening up 4.2.8. Just click that away. Delete the default cube and the camera. Alright, so go over to File, Import, FBX, go over to the folder where you saved your animation. Click on the one you exported, and these should be fine to just leave like that. then it's not the right preview mesh, but that shouldn't matter. Then go over to animation, come down here, the bottom left, down the graph editor. Then you can go ahead and go over to scripting, and then if you head over to the description, I will leave code there that you can paste here. Go ahead and hit new, paste it in, and then I'll explain to you real quick. Here, I'll be increasing this to 7. So this basically decides how many frames it will delete from the animation. Like if you put 2 here, it'll leave 1, delete 2, leave 1, delete 2. If you put 3 there, it'll do that. It'll delete 3 instead of 2, and so on. So as you can see right now, the animation looks like this. Now go ahead and run it. It might lag for a little bit if your animation is complex. And then as you can see, our animation is way more simplified. You might have already tried to play the animation now, but as you can see, nothing changed yet, because we still, or make sure, click over here and then press A, not Control A like you do in Windows, but just A to select everything. I don't know why it's just A. Then click on key, go over to interpolation mode and change this to constant. And as you can see, or it might be a little bit hard to see because at the end here it's not correct. If you have this issue where there's a space here after exporting, then just look at where the end of the animation is and come over to the little printer icon here and change the end frame range to where it ends. And now you can see it's actually applying the animation, or it's actually looping the animation correctly. Now if you want to change it, change the length or the amount it deletes, then just hit Ctrl Z a couple times and there you go. Maybe do this first so you don't have to do it every time. Change it to constant. Come over here, change the end if you need to, and then come back over to scripting. Let's make it something crazy like 11. Run the script. And there you go. Extremely snappy now. Once you're happy with the result, go ahead and click off of your character somewhere over here. Come over here and click on the root. Make sure you do this, because else it will export your character as well, and we don't want that. Come over to export. Sorry, my computer is being a little bit slow today. Go over to a folder that you'll remember. That's easy to access. Go ahead and name it something you'll remember. Call it Zweidel. Zweihander Idle combined. Come over here to the options. Limit to selected options. So we only export the rig for sure. You could unselect these and only have armature, but we already have it only selected, it's not needed. What else? Come over here and do only deform bones and uncheck add leaf bones. And I think the rest should be the same. Let me just double check. Yep, the rest is the same. Go ahead and export FBX. Go back into your Unreal project. Let's close this real quick. Go over to the same folder, I guess. Come over to the file you saved. I called it Swidle. Drag and drop it in. Now, in these import settings, come down here and select your skeleton. So for me, mine is just rigged to the mannequin, so I'll do that. And I know right here it says import only animations, but for some reason, even if you check this, uncheck import static meshes and stuff like that, if you don't only select this in Blender, it'll still import your whole character when you hit import here. It'll just import the files and stuff, but we don't want that, we just want the animation. When you select your mannequin here, you should be good to go. I don't think we need to change anything else. If you have a root motion animation instead, Unreal Engine handles that on its own. You don't have to enable anything on the import. Go ahead and import it. As you can see, it's imported and working. Now, go to your blend space, or make one if you haven't, or whatever is handling your animations, and you can go ahead and paste it in. As long as the model you are using is using the same skeletal mesh and everything, you know. So here we go, here's the animation. Change it to my night. Here's what it was before. We made it really choppy. Just show you in the game real quick. Looks very nice. Might even keep the idle at 11. I like it. Now, sorry for the rain sounds. Now, don't worry about those errors. Those are not related to this. That's something else I'm working on. Now, I'll show you real quick how to do the root motion animation. It's easier for me actually to just go to the blend space over here. And then selecting an attack. I'll do this one. You can do it here, or you could browse to the asset. It might be better. Or actually, if you do it from here and you select your preview mesh, then if you export it with the preview mesh, it should be this one if you export it from here. Let me show you something real quick that you might be struggling with. So what I had first was, this is a custom model, and I had an issue where even though it was the same animation, I exported it, put it in the Blender, edited it like we just did, and put it back in the Unreal. For some reason, I don't know why, the character was stretched on the, or not stretched, but it was strength, like this. Like the head was like right here. It looked really weird, and I couldn't figure it out for 2 hours. But what you need to do if you have issues with your character stretching with the animation or anything like that is... Alright, sorry. So if your character is doing some weird stuff like that, look for your skeletal mesh that your custom model is using, and then go ahead and open it up. Come over here to the side, hit the little cogwheel, and then do show retargeting options. Then come down in the pelvis, and it should probably say something right here that's not skeleton. Right click, and then hit this right here, recursively set translation retargeting skeleton, and that should fix your character being stretched in the animation. At least it did for me. Alright, now that I have that explained, let's continue on with the root motion. Go ahead, right click, export to FBX. Just hit a couple numbers behind it or something. These options all the same, except for come over to map skeletal motion, the root, enable it for root motion animations. Hit export. Open up Blender again. Just hit a new. Save it if you want to. Edit the animation later. Import FBX again. Downloads. This one. So you can see now we have the correct skeletal mesh in the preview as well by exporting it from there. Open up animation again. Down here, graph editor. This one's going to take a little bit longer to process because of how complex it is. It's like a root motion attack, I'll show you. Alright, so let's make it more snappy, shall we? So new, paste in the code again. Now for this one, I noticed that if I do 7, it already looks pretty choppy or snappy. Compared to the other one, I'd say maybe it looks the same as if I do 7 and there's 11 on there. I don't know why, but let me just show you after it loads. See, that one took a little bit longer. Back over to animation, select everything, hit A on the keyboard, interpolation mode, constant, and let's have a look. There you go. Once again, if you want to change it, just hit Ctrl Z a couple times, and go ahead and change your animation like you want and export it again. I'll show you one more thing. Here, if you click on the little printer icon, the output properties, right here you have an FPS value. This pretty much slows down your animation or speeds it up, but I've noticed you could kind of use it to your advantage to like slow it down more or speed it up more if you want to do that for whatever reason. You can go over to custom, type in your own. That looks kind of nice. Alright. Oh, I almost forgot. Click off your character and click on here. Then go to export FBX. I'll just put it in downloads. Then selected objects on, and here only deform bones, don't add leaf bones, and the rest we did not change, I think. Alright, export back to your project once again. Go ahead and throw it back in. Now just go ahead and select the skeletal mesh. I'm typing it literally. Mannequin. Should be good. Let's make sure you select this anyways, even though we're only importing an animation. Deselect this, import, and there we go. I think increasing the FPS actually made it a little bit less choppy. I should have left it at the normal FPS, but it should look the same as this in Unreal or whatever you make it look like, or you can come back and change it if you don't like it. Anyways, like I said before, we started. If you want to make your game look like this, I'll be uploading a guide about it pretty soon. I just have to film it, already written it out. So yeah, go ahead and subscribe if you want to see that, or if you want to keep track of this game that I'm making. It's gonna be kind of a Souls-like in the style of PlayStation 1. Anyways, bye. Anyways, goodbye. What do you mean you can't assist with that?